Despite continued economic growth and headlines about a strong U.S. economy, millions of Americans report feeling financially strained and increasingly pessimistic about their personal finances. Recent research shows that consumer sentiment remains subdued as households grapple with higher living costs that outpace earnings, forcing many to cut back on spending and drain savings just to make ends meet. According to a nationwide survey, a staggering 92% of workers say they have reduced spending in 2025, including on essentials like groceries and healthcare, while nearly half have dipped into savings or taken on debt to cover basic expenses. Only a small fraction of Americans feel financially secure enough to both cover necessities and save for the future, highlighting the depth of the affordability crisis. A separate analysis by the Bank of America Institute found that nearly one quarter of U.S. households are living paycheck to paycheck, defined as spending more than 95% of income on essentials such as housing, food, utilities, and transportation, with this share rising among lower income families. Persistent inflation, even though it has slowed from its pandemic-era peaks, continues to erode purchasing power because prices for key categories like rent, fuel, and services remain well above pre-COVID levels. Studies also show that more than half of U.S. families cannot afford basic living costs in their local area when accounting for current prices of rent, childcare, healthcare, and transportation, an affordability gap that requires a household income significantly higher than the national median just to live modestly but securely. This widening gap between necessary expenses and actual incomes reflects how wage growth has lagged behind the rising cost of essentials, leaving many households financially stretched. Adding to the strain, rising healthcare costs, including premiums and out-of-pocket expenses, have become a major burden for families of all ages, with many adults expressing concern about their ability to cover unexpected medical bills without borrowing or seeking help. Economic unease also extends beyond lower and middle-income households. Surveys indicate that even higher-earning consumers are increasingly anxious about job security and reduced take-home pay as labor market growth slows and uncertainty persists. In essence, while macroeconomic indicators like GDP growth and unemployment rates present a picture of a resilient economy, the lived experience of many Americans tells a different story. Persistent high costs, stagnant wage growth relative to essential expenses, and eroding financial buffers are driving widespread financial stress, reshaping consumer behavior and leaving millions feeling financially insecure despite the broader economy's positive headline numbers.